Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Did you have a good weekend? Sure is a hot one today. Do anything fun this weekend? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. Got any plans this weekend? We're just living the dream. How was your weekend? Happy Friday.
Are you? I don't know how to... I have a rule about being constructive, so I can't ask any questions right now because all of the questions that I have right now are rhetorical and they end with the word idiot. Do you know what a rhetorical... No, of course you know what that is. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but you're so stupid. You have no idea, and you're the only one who has no idea because guess why? Don't answer that. You'll get it wrong. Oh, so dumb.
Listen, I do not want to lose any other friends over this, but like, are we supposed to hate Smash Mouth? Seriously, what is up? When did that start? Why is that happening? Nobody told me. I just got in a heated fight at the work site, dude, because like, my day with the radio, and they're like, turn on something good, and I was like, cool, so like, I turn on like All Star by Smash Mouth, you know, because like, he comes in super hard with that like, somebody once told me the word, you know, and it's like, I mean, I can't sing it as good as him, he's a good singer, but like, everyone just starts going like, no, turn that off right now, turn it off right now. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? This song's like really good, it gives you confidence, listen to the lyrics, and they're just like, ha, this guy likes Smash Mouth, and I'm like, no, I don't, am I not supposed to, or whatever, because like, did they do something bad, and they're like, no, just like, nobody likes them, and I'm like, oh, alright, well, I'll turn it, you know, and so like, so I turn on like, might as well be walking.
One thing I just don't want to hear anymore. Oh, taking care of puppy way easier than taking care of baby. Baby way harder than take care of puppy. Man, fuck that. Last time I checked, 1-year-old baby cannot run 100 fucking miles per hour. But this bitch sure as hell can. Last time I checked, 1-year-old baby ain't jumping out of moving car windows. This bitch does that. If you want to take it to another level, we can. Oh, but you gotta wake up at all times of the night to change the baby because the baby's crying and the baby shit itself. You expect that from a baby, waking up to some contained shit in a diaper. But from a dog, picture this. It's 3 a.m. you done fell out of bed and you don't know where the fuck it's coming from. And I'm telling you, when you hear that shit, you gonna move quicker than lightning. All you can hope is that it ain't on your furniture, your carpet, or your motherfucking shoes. And it ain't a couple wipes then back to bed either. No, bitch, you pulling out all them cleaning supplies. You finna go to work.
What kind of names were these kids calling you at the pool?
Meathead, Fatso, Lard Butt, Lally the Whale.
Porky, Hog, Fat Ass, Double Wide, Butterball, those sorts of things, right?
All right, listen, the question was, if Pinocchio nose only grows when he tell a lie, his nose only grows when he tell a lie, and the only statement he makes is, my nose is about to grow. Soon as that statement is over, will it grow or will it stay the same? Now, let me just throw this out here. If his nose don't grow, that's a lie. But then again, it's impossible to grow because if he say my nose is about to grow and then it actually grows, that means he told the truth. And if he told the truth, that means it can't grow because it only grows when he tell a lie. But if it don't grow, he did tell a lie. So what happens?
All right, when you ready?
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, you guys have a lady back here. She got no teeth, asking for a Big Mac with no onions and a small milkshake in exchange for sex.
Stop it. I'll let my manager know. Can I take your order?
Let me get a Big Mac with no onions and a small milkshake.
Dude, your phone is ringing. What? Oh, wow, I guess it is. Are you going to answer it? No. Why not? Because I don't recognize the number. Okay, but if you pick it up, you're going to find out who it is. What? That's weird. We'll never do that. So you're just gonna let the phone ring? Yep. What if they need to tell you something? They can leave a voicemail. But what if it's important? They can leave a voicemail. Okay, but what if it's urgent? They can leave a voicemail, but this time put a sense of urgency into their voice. Oh my God, so you're telling me that if somebody calls you and you don't recognize the number, you're just not gonna pick up the phone? That would be correct. What if it's a friend or somebody close to you calling you? Would you pick up the phone? Did they text me first? No, they just called. Whoa. You would pick up the phone, right? Absolutely not. They should have texted first. That's a bad friend. They should know better. What the
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foos Show!
Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Joe C.
And I'm Steph.
Thank you all so very much for listening to the Foo Bar Show, and a special thanks to you Foos who subscribe, rate, review, and share the pod with your fellow Foos. Remember to follow, like, and comment on our Instagram and TikTok at Foo Bar Show. That's FOO Bar Show. And listen at FOOBarshow.com, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Steph?
That's right.
Steph, today's going to be good. You want to It's going to be a good one. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we are at Power Morphicon this weekend.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it in next week's episode. But we're recording this before we go. Mm-hmm. Now, what are you looking forward to?
I want to see the costumes, the variations.
You think your old friend Neil is going to be there?
He's not going to be there.
Why not? That's his jam. This is the guy that we talked about a couple episodes ago where he went as Zordon, where he painted his face like grayish, I guess, put on like the Zordon outfit, and then built this control center around his chest with the little fucking Power Rangers figurines. He's not going to be there? That was all over Reddit.
Yes, he made the front page and he stayed up there for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll ask him. I'll see if he's coming. But you just reminded me. I should just make a shirt of just him, like that picture, on a blue shirt.
That's lazy.
I know, but it'd be funny. It's like not even me.
Yeah.
It's just another guy
lazy.
cosplaying.
It's just a fucking iron-on.
Yeah. That's the joke.
And then it's all crooked too. Like you didn't even. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
No, because that's what would have happened if you try to iron something on. That always happens. No, I've never had a good experience with an iron-on. By the way, have you?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
Ever. They either peel the next day or you went crooked and then you just wasted it, not only a shirt, but a whole, iron-on sheet.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think the only thing that's keeping the iron-on industry alive right now is funerals.
What?
Yeah, well, you've seen those. Well, I don't know if you've seen them, but I have. Those huge families that make these T-shirts of the person who just passed away, and everybody's kind of celebrating his life or hers, and it's always the worst picture of this poor human that just passed away too. Like I think,
I haven't seen too many of those, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they get these shirts made.
It's a shirt, and it's like the full front, and it's like the 8x10 sort of printout of them at a party, and you can clearly tell that they're cropped out because only like half their face is showing.
They're cropped out and blown up, so it's already blurry, and it's just like, is this really like the best picture you would have been able to find from this person? It's also like, I think I would like to have like a designated file photo if I were to ever commit some kind of crime, be in the news for some crazy reason, pass away for the obituary purposes. You need to have a serious file photo.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're just going to be like that poor bastard on the front of the whole family's T-shirt.
So, are you trying to tell me we need to take headshots now?
Well, I'll just use my LinkedIn.
Professional headshot. Well, I don't. Mine is from like almost 10 years ago.
Good enough.
Yeah.
She was so happy, as you can see in the picture. She was so happy. Let us not show her in the modern age.
Dude, I need a glam shot for, my ceremony. I need it to be like all nice and brushed and like
the old chola,
like glowy,
the old chola fucking pictures from back in the day in the early 2000s.
But the Asians, we had like the star shots, like the cute pictures, and
you guys did have the cute pictures, which is very similar to the chola shots.
Yes, but it was like overly produced. Like too much light. There's too much light.
Too much light, too much structure, too much contrast and exposure. And then if you want, you can add little like stars and
but I've never looked so useful. Hey.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're should we take those? Like
that's our file photo?
No, we can like as our Christmas gift to everybody.
Oh God.
Moving away from the funeral aspect.
Oh.
Should we take those pictures? Those glow up pictures?
Go to the queue or the chola ones? I'm confused.
We can do either one. What do you prefer?
Well, the queues are just fun.
Yeah, and they're like readily accessible because it's literally just a photo booth.
Otherwise, if we do the chola ones, you're gonna have to crisp up your hair. I'm gonna have to.
No, mine's gonna be flat iron.
Get a 3XL polo with horizontal stripes.
We have to. You're gonna do you don't want to do the flannel then.
No,
because we can have the matching flannel. Because if you do the polo, then I have to.
I gotta look like a cholo.
But obligatory.
Who dressed up?
Yeah. So if you do the oversized polo, like I have to, like I'm obligated to now wear the spaghetti strap.
You gotta wear the spaghetti straps. Yes, and you gotta have the crunchy hair. Come on, Steph, get with it.
But my hair is not curly.
Not yet.
It has to be straight. There's two types. There's straight and then there's the crunchy. Mine's the straight one.
Well, and then you got to Sharpie up your eyebrows.
But I got to plaster the bangs to my forehead.
Yes, you got to plaster them down with like a good caulk.
That's a lot of gel. That's a lot of gel.
Did you use gel growing up? I sure did. When I had spiky hair back in the day.
I've always used mousse.
Oh, you're a mousse person.
Yeah,
eh?
I still use it to this day.
I used that La Bella gel that came in like this big ass drum.
Was it the green one?
It was. They had blue as well, neon? But yes, I would normally get that neon.
And you just
green. Yep, and you just scoop it in there, and then you just fucking those were the fucking days.
Dang, you should just go back to that.
No. I barely got away with it back then. But that's when, spiky hair was in style.
Yeah.
But damn, we went on a fucking tangent. What were we talking about? Oh, right. Power Morphicon.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. I'm excited to go. Yeah, dude. And so, should we pull up the website, Power Morphicon, just see, because we're going to go on Sunday, Power Morphicon 2024. We talked about this already.
Yeah, for the last couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks now.
It will be at the Pasadena Convention Center.
Mm-hmm.
And all your favorites will be there. The OGs.
Yeah, the OGs for sure. But is there like a schedule here? Exhibitor programming.
Yeah. Legend of the White Dragon.
Oh,
it's that. And then we talked about this last time too.
Yeah.
It is coming out at the end of this year, so there might be something.
On Friday there was a VIP Friday night after party. Fuck. At the Pasadena Hilton. All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's VIP only. Meet and greet, party rules, selfies and autographs.
Hit them up. Be like press pass.
I wonder if they allow press people in.
Hit
all right. Up. Well, anyway, this. All right. I love the idea that we're going to Power Morphicon, but Power Morphicon, please make your website more friendly. Anywho. Moving on. What do we got going on today? We're going to talk about what? What do you got? Some bullshit coming out of Missouri.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of this. A little bit of that.
I got some community news, some food news, John Cena news, Stephen King news. So
oh shit,
yeah, we got an episode today, Steph. Unlike the regular bullshit we usually end up coming up with in the last minute. So let's get into Geeking Out, shall we?
Let's do it.
Steph, I'm pissed.
Why?
Steph, have you seen the new initiative from McDonald's? In fact, looks like you have it up on your computer. You want to tell us all about this bullshit?
So, yes, it's August, and McDonald's has come out with these new collectible drinkwares.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen them? They're nice and colorful.
Yeah, they're cute.
They have Shrek.
Yeah.
They have Barbie.
Oh.
Hello Kitty.
That's right.
Grimace.
Mm-hmm.
Snoopy.
Yeah.
And even the Coca Cola guy.
Affirmative.
I mean the bear.
Oh, the polar bear. Yeah.
The polar bear.
Yeah.
Collectibles.
Sure.
Looks great.
Yeah.
It's made out of plastic.
Ah.
However.
What the fuck?
That is in the U.S. So over 30 countries have this new glassware. The closest neighboring country to us, Canada.
The hat
Our
of
hat.
America. Yeah.
They have the glass cups.
They have the glass cups, Seth,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not be more upset because that's our youth, man. And apparently, you know, McDonald's has a rich history of doing these kinds of things since like the 70s. I guess back in 1970 something, they had the first Grimace mug that they came out with. I remember back in the 90s, they did this all the time. I have like the 50th anniversary Walt Disney World cup, and it was like this fucking hefty ass glass.
Hell yeah.
I would make my smoothies and pour them in there, and my chocolate milk. That was used for that too. Before that, or around that same time, there was also when the first Flintstones live action movie came out, with the one with John Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
They had those. They were like embossed, and they looked like, you know, they were made out of like rocks and pebbles and shit.
Yeah.
And then the Batman and Robin movie came out.
Oh.
And they came out with those mugs, and that was fucking sick. I had the Batman one, I had the Robin one, I had the Riddler one. The Riddler one had the question mark, and that was the handle of the mug.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick.
You still have them?
They're at my parents' house. But yes, they exist in their cupboards.
Can we slowly transport them over here?
Yeah. I think so. Unless we already did that when we moved here and they're just in a box somewhere. That's likely too. I don't know. I would have remembered something like that because we have a lot of cups. We do have a lot of cups.
We just acquired 2 cups.
Oh, we want some. Yeah. Anyway, medieval times. I got the Stein. Yeah. So
Canada has a glass cup.
Have the glass ones.
Yeah. You have to buy the extra value meal.
And they're super nice. They're like, it's not even a glass version of the plastic one that we have here in the United States. Mm-hmm. It's the clear embossed ones that we knew and loved when we were kids growing up in the 90s. That same style, but they're like pint glasses. Mm-hmm. Like they're not like really kind of like specially designed, but for what they're trying to accomplish here, that's good enough for me.
It's a decent McDonald's glassware.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the plastic ones.
Which wouldn't survive in a dishwasher.
I don't think so.
That thing's going to get chipped away. The plastic is going to start to turn like this milky white after a while.
Yeah, one of my cups currently is like that.
Yeah, see? Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Give us the glass cups, McDonald's. What do you think is going to happen?
What do
you think
created McDonald's, okay? California.
Yeah, San Bernardino.
And we couldn't get the glass cups?
We can't get the glass
just
ones.
in this state, let alone the rest of the Americas?
For fuck's sake. McDonald's used to be my favorite Scottish establishment. No more. No more.
Well, you know what this means.
Scottish cuisine.
We're just going to have to make a trip to Canada.
Or I'm sure it's on eBay somewhere at this point. You know,
or we can go to Canada.
That people... All right, so by the way, when you buy these, they don't you can't just say I want the Grimace one, or you can't say I want the Hello Kitty one.
Right.
They come in like this bag where you can't see through the bag, and so it's a mystery every time.
It's been like that.
And
like
so,
every time you get it.
And so it's hard to collect them because of that. And so there's people on eBay who are selling like all 6 of them for like $100. So I have to imagine, like somewhere in Canada, somebody's probably doing the same thing. So rather than making the long and arduous trip over to Canada, maybe we just check out eBay.
Okay, well, I would still like a trip to Canada.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Anyway.
So that's McDonald's.
Yeah. Speaking of food, Steph, I wanted to bring this up. Have you seen this? I got this off of Nerdist. Oreo and Coca Cola merged to create carbonated cookies and chocolate soda.
Ooh.
And so it looks like this. Now, both the can, and it's a Coke Zero, by the way. It's a Coke Zero can. It's all black. And the packaging for the Oreo cookies is also black, but looks like the middle frosting on the cookie is red. I guess because of Coca-Cola. It's red and white. So it looks like that, and it's supposed to be carbonated. So let's see here. Coca-Cola and Oreo have gone besties mode. Oh God, who wrote this? For 2 products that sound as weird as they do intriguing. The new limited edition Oreo Coca-Cola sandwich cookie features a red and black color blocked design on unique base cakes. I hate this writer so much already. The chocolate-based cake also features Coca-Cola syrup. Oh, that makes sense. The other side, a red-colored golden cookie, comes embossed with the Coca-Cola designs. Between them rests Oreo signature white-colored cream. And if that wasn't enough, these desserts come with popping candies that the company says result in a fizz sensation. That makes sense.
That reminds me of the Star Wars one.
Oh, did they do that?
They had, because it had like a special like star thing, whatever, and it was like little pop rocks in the cream. It was nice.
Now, usually when you think of an Oreo cookie, you think of a big glass of cold milk, right?
Right.
So they go together. But this article says, forget drinking them with milk, though.
What?
To truly embrace this Franken-food crossover, you'll want to sip on a Coca-Cola Oreo Zero Sugar. The limited time beverage is called a smooth fusion of a refreshing Coca-Cola taste with flavorful hints inspired by Oreo cookies. Chocolate soda isn't really that weird. Actually, dipping Coke-flavored cookies in it will be, though. I hate this writer. I hate him or her. Oreo and Coca-Cola also got some other brands in on the fun. Fans can search Spotify for the Bestie Mode digital experience.
There's a soundtrack that comes with it?
Yeah. So you can enjoy all of that together. And then Forever 21 in the US will also launch Bestie Mode collection, which will include tops, socks, tote bags, cosmetic bags, drinkware, and notebooks, all for under $20 each. Oh, that's it? The line will go on sale in mid-September at select Forever 21 stores and at forever21.com. Yeah. And so these cookies and the soda will go on shelves nationwide September 9th.
Okay.
You can pre-order at walmart.com. Of course, Walmart would have this. Starting on September 2nd. So if you just want the cookies, you can also head to oreo.com/presale. But if you're asking me, I want to try both.
You know what? I'm going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this reminds you of the Star Wars ones?
Yeah, the Star Wars ones.
You went all out with those.
I just bought a bag.
You bought more than a bag.
Well, I gave one to my dad.
And then you start eating that one too?
No, I didn't. I went to their house and I started. But yeah, because the Star Wars one, every cookie had a different character.
Yeah.
There was like 8 characters from either the light side or the dark side. And then the actual package, you didn't know if you were going to get the light side or the dark side until you opened it. And so it's just like either all red or all blue. And so like on both packages, I got red. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that it's an absolute that I'm going to get red every time.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Science.
And now you know. Steph, what do you want to talk about now?
I don't know.
You don't want to talk about this?
Okay, no. No, because that food thing just reminded me. Also, let me just say this real quick. I saw this video of this guy who picked up a cup of noodles, and it was like the s'mores cup of noodle. First of all, why is that even a combination?
S'more cup of noodle.
It's cup of noodle, right?
Okay.
But it's s'mores flavor.
Ah.
Like, who even thought that was a good idea? Why would you eat? Okay, what do you think of when you think of cup noodles?
I think of like salty, shrimpy, or like a brothy kind of flavor.
Savory.
Yeah,
more savory. And so, what do you think of when you think of a s'more?
Sweet.
Yeah. So now.
Oh my God, it could work. Just kidding.
No.
That's weird.
That is so weird. Like, I mean, I have both ramen and s'more stuff currently in this house. Am I going to put them together? No.
You might.
No. No.
The day is young.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
Anyway, moving on.
All right.
I just randomly saw this. This has been on the trend for a couple days now. But this article from The Guardian. Missouri woman charged in scheme to steal Graceland and extort Presley heirs.
Oh, what?
Lisa Janine Findlay, 53, of Kimberling City, Missouri, falsely claimed Presley's daughter borrowed $3.8 million from a bogus private lender and pledged Graceland as collateral for the loan. She fabricated loan documents, tried to extort Presley's family out of $2.85 million to settle the matter, and published a fraudulent foreclosure notice in a Memphis newspaper announcing that Graceland would be auctioned off to the highest bidder. Prosecutor said.
Damn.
It's from The Guardian.
Like, this lady's going out of their way.
Right? Like, what? Why? Just why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, does it say, like, was this person, like, wronged or something? Or
no, she just wanted to take advantage of, how Lisa Marie passed away, and then the estate went to their daughter.
Uh-huh.
And so she was just trying to take advantage of everything, and just try to get a little piece for herself.
Nice.
The Guardian article does say in May, a public notice for foreclosure of the sale of the 13-acre estate said Promenade Trust, which controls the Graceland Museum, owed $3.8 million after failing to repay a 2018 loan. And like I said, the granddaughter inherited the trust after her mother's passing last year. So this lady was just trying to jump on a chance to scam everybody out and take Graceland for herself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it didn't work out because she got caught.
Yeah.
Also, that's a lot of money to be messing around with.
Yeah, no kidding.
And throw those allegations around. Related to Graceland, I will be in Tennessee.
Oh, in a couple weeks. In a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would just so happen to be looking at Graceland stuff, and then this article came out.
Are you actually going to go to Graceland though, or you're going to Nashville?
We are going to Nashville. We're flying into Memphis first.
Oh.
Because it turns out that we have some extra time to go to Graceland. So we're going to land into Memphis.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then go to Graceland and then drive to Nashville.
Okay. Nice.
Yep.
Well, tell me all about it.
I will.
Cool. Well, I have some like Stephen King kind of like news. I read this on Screen Rants that there's an upcoming movie adaptation of one of Stephen King's short stories. I think even like The Simpsons might have made a parody of this in one of their Halloween Treehouse of Horror episodes, where the one where like the Krusty doll comes to life and starts wanting to kill Homer and stuff. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think that they are parodying Stephen King's short story about the monkey with the symbols that he bangs together.
Oh.
And I guess it's possessed and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are saying that this is a spin-off of Toy Story, the spin-off that I never thought I needed.
What?
Well, if you remember in the first Toy Story, in Sid's room, there is that monkey
with the symbols.
Yeah, and also if some people have noticed that Sid's bedroom, the carpet is the same carpet from the hotel in The Shining. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
So, I guess they're saying that, that there's a lot of ties between a lot of the Toy Story movies along with a lot of the works of Stephen King. So even though this isn't like a direct Toy Story spinoff, some people are trying to appreciate it as such. And so, yeah, pretty much the story revolves around a sentient toy. So it is getting that live action movie adaptation.
Okay.
It's going to be directed by Oz Perkins and produced by James Wan. The fact the movie is based on a Stephen King story and is helmed by Oz Perkins is enough to bring enough credibility to it. What makes it even more intriguing is that it comes off as a spiritual horror spin-off of the Toy Story films. The monkey is what it's called, revolves around that cursed symbol banging monkey toy that brings misfortune and terror to those possessing it. So see, this article goes on to talk about, the ties of Sid and things like that.
So they are connecting it.
But they're not connected.
They're not.
It's not a Disney property. It's nothing like that. It's just, how like Brightburn was like an evil Superman
right
movie.
But it had
nothing to do with Superman, but it's just a kid who, rather than being a sweet kid growing up to be Clark Kent and Superman, it's the same type of kid who crash lands on Earth and becomes evil.
It's Superman without being Superman.
Right.
Yeah, because I figured because that story came out in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they connect it? Or they're just trying to grab.
They're just trying to They're trying. They're reaching.
They don't need to.
But I'm looking forward to this movie. It seems like a lot of good people are connected to it, and the release date so far right now is February 21st of 2025. So, Theo James, Elijah Wood, Tatiana Maslany, Rohan Campbell, Christian Convery, Sarah Levy. Yeah, it's going to be a nice horror film coming out in February. So
I like Stephen King stories.
Yeah. Now, speaking of movies, one movie that I heard about a few months ago, Steph, that I was sort of like excited about, but I guess is never going to come out, never going to see the light of day. It's going to get the Batgirl treatment. Remember when they filmed the whole Batgirl movie? DC did, Warner Brothers did, and then they shelved it.
Yeah.
And then they just used that as a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a Coyote versus Acme movie that Warner Brothers was putting together, which was like a combination of like Space Jam, like a live action mixed in with the animated characters.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like this a courtroom drama of the Coyote versus Acme. He was suing Acme because Acme would always send him their products and it would never work out. But I think a lot of the times though, like it was user error, right, with that Coyote.
Yeah, no, he made it to the exact thing, but the Roadrunner was just always faster.
Mm-hmm. Well, a couple people that were connected to it was John Cena and what's his face? Will Forte.
Will Forte.
Well, it looks like Will Forte, just based on this picture, was the Coyote's attorney.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll never see it. So The Wrap, they interview John Cena. And I guess Gina says there's a lot there and everyone's perspective is different. We don't own the film. That's the tough part about this business. And you do have a sense of ownership because you invest your heart and soul. And everybody involved, we made what we thought was a good movie. But at the end of the day, it's the movie business. I understand and respect the business path of shelving the movie. I completely do. I would have liked to seen it, given a chance, but I'm just one person. If it was shelved, I would have had to think that it was shelved for the right reasons and it was a good business decision. I think I would have had tremendous regret and shame if I looked back on the legacy of the movie and it was shelved for reasons other than that. So I have to believe in the process. I love the movie. My heart and soul is in there, but it's something else. It's somebody else's project to do what they want with, and they've chosen accordingly. A lot of people were giving Cena shit for that, I guess, comment because of what we've already seen Warner Brothers do with, spending all this money, time, effort, resources, like grade A actors on a movie and then just shelving it or just scrapping it and then just using that for tax purposes. So
it's just a waste of time.
A lot of people are saying that Cena is coming off as being pretty clueless and naive because this movie was not shelved for the right reasons. It was because of that sheer Hollywood greed. And even Will Forte, he said that, I know a lot of you haven't gotten a chance to see our movie, and sadly, it's looking like you all never will. He was thinking that everybody else is probably thinking that this thing must be a hunk of junk. But when he saw it, he thought it was incredible. So, while there's an argument that could be said that at least Batgirl, it seemed like it was just going to flop and get like the worst reviews ever. This one actually seemed like it was going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
Which is, it's too bad.
Man, I would have liked to see Coyote.
That's an interesting concept because Acme fucked the Coyote like how many times with their products?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the products though. Like he built them.
But they were all sent by Acme. He had a corporate account and everything.
Yeah. All right.
He had a catalog in one episode, if I remember correctly. He had the Acme catalog and he was flipping through it and he put an order in.
The issue is that he needed to get Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, to back him.
Is that a Warner Brothers character? I don't think.
Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers, right?
They're the same? They're under the
Hanna-Barbera. I think he was originally Hanna-Barbera. Was he?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Aren't they? They're all like under the same umbrella, right?
I don't know. I don't know if Hanna-Barbera is Warner Brothers. I don't know. I don't know that.
Because I know they started playing Hanna-Barbera on Cartoon Network, which...
Wait, Cartoon Network is on Max, yes?
Yes.
Max is owned by Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Which is owned by Discovery.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they're all under the Discovery umbrella.
There's no more Cartoon Network, though.
Holy shit. So yeah, they're all under the same shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, Steph, we've been hearing about this Community movie that's been coming out, or at least been worked on, right?
For the last 10 years.
And, what is it? 7 seasons in a movie? Was the whole saying in Community? If you're a Community fan, last year they were supposed to start working on it, but last year, if y'all remember, the SAG-AFTRA strikes were going on. So that put the whole production into a delay. Now it seems like it's vaguely going to be happening in 2025. At least that's what Joe McHale is revealing right now. And it was because it was supposed to begin filming last summer. They've had a script, and what's been rather vague because it's been now that they didn't film it after all. I guess they're changing a few things. They're trying to get a lot of the original cast members to come back. Well, except for, Chevy Chase. He died, right? He died in the series, so he's not.
Yeah, they killed him off.
Unless he comes back as a Force ghost.
Did they already do an episode like that?
Where he came back as a Force ghost?
No, not him specifically.
Just somebody else?
I feel like they did that.
I don't know. If they did, I don't know about it. But it's confirmed, of course, Mikhail, Danny Pudi, Allison Brie, Gillian Jacobs, Jim Rash, Ken Jeong, they're all signed on for the movie, but Yvette Nicole Brown and Danny Glover have not been, Donald Glover, Danny Glover, somebody else, have not been officially announced. But everybody was already kind of expecting for them to return. Yvette Nicole Brown, she has finally confirmed that she is involved in the film. I don't know if you remember in that last season, or at least I think it was season 5, she wasn't really in it. She was only in there for like the first episode and like the last few moments of the last episode in that season. So she was very much like already exited from the whole series, but she was the OG. So everybody's kind of expecting her and Donald Glover to return. So Dan Harmon had something to say about it, where he says, because a lot of people have been giving Donald Glover shit for, not announcing that he's going to be a part of this, because he was a huge part of Community. From a comedic perspective, from just being one of the main characters, because he's been getting a lot of shit. Dan Harmon came out and he said, I saw where Donald Glover said he was hearing from fans that they think that he's not the reason the movie's not happening sooner. He was talking to Variety when he said all this. I immediately wanted to get on my Instagram and say, stop yelling at Donald. Do you want to scare this guy off? He wants to do the movie. Stop haranguing him. Is that a move?
That's a word.
That's a word?
That's a word.
I've never used it. Stop haranguing him. He's not the reason. No single human being could be the reason for delays. The frustrating thing is that our engine moves so slowly and so easily gets derailed and stuck. The time scale is so different for us than for the fans. The fans have 900 times more anxiety per minute to feel that than this machine has, that ultimately gives them their movie. And that's pretty much all he said. He pretty much told everybody to chill.
Yeah, just relax.
So Peacock is still paying for it. It's still happening. And so it's just that Donald Glover hasn't said anything about it. But then again, he also exited the series at a certain point. And even back then he said that he wouldn't return. But that was for the series. For the movie, he might.
Yeah, well, I think he had a lot of personal issues going on as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he didn't get along with Chevy Chase. Well, Chevy Chase didn't get along with anybody.
Right.
At that time. One of the funny things, there was this movie about the National Lampoon that was recreated with a bunch of comedians. And one of my favorite things about that movie was that Joel McHale played Chevy Chase in that movie. Forget what that movie was called, but it was hilarious. But yeah, Steph, I want to see the Community movie. It's been too long. Like, all these actors have moved on too to do like great things.
Yeah, just
and
like
cool projects.
There's certain episodes of Community that you really never forget, like the paintball,
saga,
and then
the what is it? The blankets,
Blanket Town and Pillow Fort,
something,
some shit, Blanketsburg.
It's like, do these people not go home?
No, they don't.
They just the whole episode of The Floor is Lava.
Oh yeah,
that episode was great.
So there's actually, speaking about Community, there's somebody online that's cutting each Community episode so that I think, there's a relationship between Chevy Chase's character and Ken Jeong's character.
What do you mean a relationship?
Like, they're cutting it, they're splicing each episode so it makes it look like they're secretly falling in love with each other.
What the fuck?
I think it's either Ken Jeong. No, it's Danny Glover and Donald Glover.
Yeah. And
I think
Ken Jeong?
I think it's Chevy Chase and then Donald Glover. They're splicing it so that it looks like they're falling in love with each other.
Stupid.
Yeah. I have to look it up.
Okay.
But it's just one of those. I think it's on Instagram. I'm not gonna find it right now.
That's hilarious.
It's a deep dive. But I saw it randomly, and I was like, that's pretty interesting.
That's funny. All right. Well, that's gonna do it, I think, for Geeking Out. You got something else? Yeah.
No.
All right.
No,
cool.
No, that's it.
Cool. No! All right, well, that's going to do it for the show, man. So next week, you're going to get an episode that has us talking about, Power Morphicon.
Yep.
I'm excited to go.
Yep.
The reason we're not going Friday is because you're going to go to a Kings of Leon concert.
Yes.
In Palm Springs.
I'll be there, visit the casino beforehand, and then go to the show.
And then on Saturday, I have a show. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go Sunday. Better than nothing, I think.
Yep.
What say you, Steph?
I say that works out.
All right. You want to get out of here?
Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you all so very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. And a special thanks to you, Foos, to subscribe, rate, review, and share the pod with your fellow Foos. Foos. Remember to follow, like, and comment on our Instagram and TikTok at Foo Bar Show. That's FOO Bar Show. And listen at FOOBarshow.com, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. I've been Josie.
And I'm Steph.
Signing off saying, don't be a dick!
Fuck, man. Thank you, guys.
My mind on my money on my mind. Sipping on gin and juice. With so much drama in the LBC, it's hard being Snoop F-R-O-G-G. Raise off these nuts, 'cause you get none of these. I roll through the frog pond, feel the breeze. It's 2 in the morning and the party's still jumping while you motherfuckers bounce to this. Hoes and bitches and hoes, chronic and Tanqueray. Tease up, hose down as we're rolling through town. Funky ash every single day. Got piggies in the living room getting it on. Ain't leaving till